Hey guys, it's Lane here with HobbiesofaMan once again, and today we're going to be doing an Unhaul video for the second quarter of the year. And it's not going to be very long. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 books. Well, 6 books and 6 issues, which is, you know, like a trade paperback. So 7 books total. And some of these I'm actually going to use for my giveaway. And I think some of them I am going to sell just based on what I think is a good giveaway item or not, and what isn't. And from there, we'll see where it goes. So I have 6 manga and 1 comic book, and I'm not necessarily getting rid of any of this because I dislike it. Most of the time, actually, I think almost exclusively all of it is because I'm either not interested in it right now, I don't think I'm going to collect more of it, or it's available online on the Viz or Shonen Jump apps. And so there really is no point in me having physically if I've had this in my collection for a while and I haven't picked up more of it. So that is more or less exactly what it is for all of them, except one of them, which is the comic book. And that is mostly because I don't think I'm going to reread it again. And so there's no point in it being in my collection. I don't need it. And so let's get into it. Let me show you what I'm talking about here. So first of all, we have Sleepy Princess in the Demon Castle. I really enjoy this. This is kind of a different version of Tis Time for Torture Princess, which is getting an anime recently, or it just recently got an announcement for an anime. I'm not sure when it's coming out, but I think it is sometime later in this year. And so it is kind of similar. This is more about sleeping, whereas Tis Time for Torture is more of a like food manga, honestly. At least the chapters that I remember reading for it were kind of more of a food kind of thing. But they weren't exclusively food. They were just kind of like comfort things. And food happens to be something that's usually quite comfortable for people. So that's kind of what it was. But this is cute. I really like it. However, I'm pretty sure I can read this on the Shonen Jump app. Sorry, not on the Shonen Jump app. On the Viz app. I checked a while back and I remember being able to read it. And so there is no point in me collecting this physically. I've had it in my collection for a long time. And I just haven't bought more of it. Also, I've never seen any of these in stores. I honestly didn't think this was available in English until I saw it. I think it was Mercari or Reddit. I don't know. Either way, it's fine. But I am going to get rid of it. I probably will either sell it to Half Price Books and get pennies for the dollar, or I'll probably sell it on Reddit or on Instagram or on Twitter, wherever I can find it. This one, I just don't think there's enough people that are interested in it to really make it a good giveaway gift, if that makes sense. I don't know. Maybe I'm looking at it the wrong way, but yeah. Then we have Daytime Shooting Star. And again, this one is one that I'm interested in, I like, but I haven't bought any volumes of in a while. And I can read it on the Viz app. I pay for it. I haven't really used it for anything yet, so I am kind of just wasting that subscription right now. But I will probably get around to reading this on there at some point here soon. And so I don't need to own it physically. Then we have Helk. This one is not currently on any app, but I'm sure it's going to be on the app sometime soon. And honestly, I read this, and I thought about it, and I thought about it, and I thought about it. And I don't think I liked it. I think it had elements that I enjoyed. The character designs are fun. This character specifically is great. However, the story, the plot line, the way that the characters interact just didn't jive with me. I didn't really enjoy it because I was expecting very epic kind of type of fantasy story. And what I'm getting is mostly kind of this like fantasy comedy. And Japanese comedy just doesn't work for me usually because I don't know, context or just the fact that comedy is subjective and the jokes that Japanese people think are funny just don't work for me. I don't know. Something about it just doesn't really jive with me. And so even though I was okay with what I read, and by the end of the story, by the end of the volume, I did like it, I don't think I liked it enough to continue to collect it. So there you go. This will probably be part of the giveaway since I think there is a lot of people that are interested in this. Then we have Dark Gathering number 1. This is not my cup of tea. There's a lot of elements I liked, but ultimately it's not something I'm going to continue collecting. And honestly, I was not originally going to collect this. I checked the Shonen Jump app. It wasn't on the Shonen Jump app, so I bought it when I saw it physically. And then the day after I bought it, it got put on the Shonen Jump app. So I was already going to get rid of this anyways. Then I read it, and then I realized it wasn't really my thing. And so it doubles up on the fact that, hey, I don't need this. There's no point in me keeping it. And so I'm going to get rid of it. And that will probably be part of the giveaway as well, because I want it to be kind of relevant. I just realized that one of the books I had here is not actually a Unhaul book. It's actually part of the pile for the giveaway. So I actually only have 5 books. And the last book here is Fushugi Yugi. And I don't remember if this is on the app, on the Viz app. I'm pretty sure it is. But I just don't like Viz Bigs, honestly. They're kind of unwieldy, if that makes sense. The paper quality is amazing. Actually, in this case, it actually is really amazing. It's perfectly stark white. It's very high quality paper. However, the fact that it's this like flimsy ass cover and that this is kind of old and damaged makes it so that when I try to read it, it honestly just hurts my hands more than anything else. And my thumbs get stressed from having to continuously like grip this to kind of have it open because it doesn't prop itself up. And so I'm not going to read this again. This specific edition, I'm not going to read again. If they ever do kind of like the smaller 2-in-1 type books, I might read that physically. But even though this was a very interesting look at a shoujo isekai before shoujo isekai was a thing, I haven't really thought about the story in a while. I haven't really even felt a desire to check it out. And so, again, no reason for me to continue having that in my collection. That is definitely going to be a sold thing because I think that that's probably the best for it. So, yeah. And then the comic book here is The Least We Can Do, and it says all 6 issues of the original story arc. I reviewed this. I didn't dislike it as much as I initially thought I did. However, I don't really like it either. I have issues with the way that the story kind of comes apart, as in like the way that it sets up and then the way it kind of tries to go about it, and the fact that it doesn't really make sense to me. Like, I feel like there was better ways of going about telling the story, and the way that it was told doesn't feel like the correct way of doing it. It feels kind of slow, and also like not enough stuff is happening. And that was even when I binge read this all in one go. And I don't really enjoy the way that it emphasizes, like minority groups, like gay people or people of color, because it feels more like it's trying to parade each type. It's like, here, look, this is the gay guy, and then this is the gay guy that's really into BDSM, and then there's this gay woman that's really manly, and then there's this gay woman that's really cute, and then there's this, black guy that's in charge, and then there's this white dude that's subservient, and then there's this and that, and it just feels like you're not telling me a story. You're just parading a group of people in front of me and expecting me to like it, and I don't really like that. I didn't really enjoy that. And there was also these kind of very like, I don't know, it felt really like angry but not like meaningful, where there's these characters that are interacting and they're talking about how heterosexuals are evil for some reason. But the characters that are evil, it's not because they're heterosexual, it's because they're assholes in power, right? I mean, they're white because that's the type of story that this is telling, but I didn't really like that, and like I don't know, it was weird. So it didn't really work for me. I think a lot of people might appreciate this. I just don't happen to be one of them because it doesn't really jive with my sensibilities. But it is what it is, right? I might check out some stuff from these creators, some other time. But the way they told this specific story didn't work for me, even though elements of the world building were really, really good in the sense that I really liked the power system. So there you go. That's kind of what it is. So yeah, that's an unhaul video. I will do a video for the giveaway some point in the middle of the month once I get all the books in my hands and once I find a way to do the giveaway. So stay tuned for that. and come back in a few days for whatever other video I have. So yeah, and yeah, that's it for that. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and see you guys later.